Hi, this is Raphael Klatzko with the Jewish Parenting Talk, and today we're continuing to talk about getting to know your child. Getting to know your child also means paying attention to details. When a child tells you something, listening is very important, but listening with a real ear for detail makes all the difference. When he comes back and he says, Yankee, and me went out to play, the next day, if he mentions Yankee, you say, oh, the boy you went to play with? That means I really am invested in hearing about what you have to say. I really care, right? And if he says, no thank you, by the dinner table, every single day to eggs, don't say, honey, you want eggs for dinner? Right? Because he doesn't like eggs. And if you keep asking that, it just shows like you don't know me. And you hear this so many times from teens, my parents, they don't know me, right? And the truth is they don't often because they didn't take the time. Of course they know and they love their child. They're working day and night for them, but they don't invest in really hearing what they have to say. So besides hearing in general, hear the details. Make note of them. Just because they're not important to you, they're important to him. The next thing, and this is what we're talking about, things that are important to them, treat like they're important. Which means if a child comes and tells you, they broke my Lego, right? So to you it's, well, Lego can be rebuilt. That's what the whole idea of Lego is. No. Lego being broken to him, and the way he's saying it, it's devastating to him. To him, Lego is a real world. He just invested in his mind again. He's only been alive for 2 years, so spending 2 hours is really a good percentage point, right? And he invested it into building the Lego, and they broke his Lego. It's terrible. So sympathize with him, right? Give him proper empathy, right? Tell him how much you wish the Lego wouldn't have been broken and you care about the Lego. Get into these things because these things serve our greater goal. The greater goal is, again, like we said, making him a person that is well-adjusted and complete and whole. And what you're going to do now can serve him for his whole life. So it's not about Lego. It's about building my child. As we said, knowing what's important to your child includes knowing what he likes and what he doesn't like. Both things are equally as important. Now, we're going to now talk about a little different area of getting to know your child. Getting to know how your child responds to your different moods. This is a tricky area for many people, and let's first just give a little overview of it. We as parents are obligated, again, like we said, to try to help our children grow, right? And we have to do this in a variety of ways. We have to cajole them, and we have to teach them and give them examples, and sometimes even punishments, all sorts of different things. But we want to get to know our child, what works for him and what doesn't. And this also, we're not born knowing this, but if we're alive, awake, and in tune with what happens when we do one of these actions with our children, then we'll know what the child responds to, what the child doesn't respond to. If every time you do this action, the response is negative, or the response is not really effective, well, then that's the wrong action to do. In our next talk, we'll talk more about this, various ideas of how to help teach your child or discipline your child. Thank you. This has been Rabbi Klatzko with the Jewish Education Talk.